¿Me escuchas, Guillermo?
Yes.
Yes. Ok. Vamos a esperar un minuto a ver si nos va a acompañar. Ay, sorry, se me fue el nombre. Ahí está, Alondra. Ok, perfect. Hello, Alondra. ¿Escuchan? ¿Los dos bien? Es que le estuve moviendo algo el sonido porque
Sí.
me parecía que no se iba a grabar algo así, pero creo que ya se grabó. Bueno. Okay, so today we are going to start with the second and last topic, with the third and last topic of the present perfect. En la última clase, lo último que hicimos fue que estuvimos platicando sobre esto. Esto no lo hemos visto, ¿verdad? ¿O sí? Es que me confundí un poquito, pero no, esto no lo hemos visto, ¿verdad?
No.
Eso no. Ok, muy bien. Dije, a la torre lo vimos o no lo vimos, pero no, ya me acordé. Ok. Have you seen Chris today? Present perfect. Yes, I have. I saw him an hour ago. Ok, aquí estoy respondiendo y aquí estoy diciendo dónde lo vi. O sea, son dos oraciones separadas. Cuando nos hagan una pregunta, when someone asks us a question using the present perfect, we have to answer with the present perfect. And then we can give explanations in a different tense, but before that, we need to answer the question with the tense that was the question made. Finish time. Okay, do not use the present perfect with finish time. The first time we were talking about the present perfect, I told you about the present perfect is not for specific times. It's like things that you have had the experience, but you are not being specific about the time it happened. So when we are talking about finished times, we are not going to use the present perfect. We are going to use the past tense, just the simple past. For example, these are examples of phrases that I use with finished times. Yesterday, in 2008, when I was a child, 3 days ago, last Tuesday, a year ago. Instead of saying I have seen that movie, for example, if I tell you I have seen that movie before, I'm just telling you that in the past, this action happened, but I'm not telling you when. And I'm not being specific about the moment it occurred. I mean, I'm not telling you yesterday. It is incorrect if I say I have seen that movie yesterday. But instead of that, I can say I saw the movie last week. At the end, both of them means that you have had the experience of watching the movie, but with one, you're being very specific because it's an action finished. And with the other, it's just like you're just sharing that the action occurred. Okay, another example. We met each other last night for dinner. We don't say we have met. You can say, I have met someone last night. What does it mean? I mean, I'm not being that specific. It's better to say in just simple past, because with the present perfect, I repeat, it's just sharing that you have had the experience, but you're not being specific with the moment. And in the past tense, in the simple past, you are being specific about, well, it's not that you have to, but you can be specific about when the time, when that action happened. I took the bus this morning. No, I have taken the bus this morning. Always use the past tense, the past with a go. For example, Susan arrived an hour ago. I woke up 10 minutes ago. Class has already started. It started 5 minutes ago. For example, here, both sentences are referring to the same situation. If I say class has already started, I'm just telling you that it started, but I'm not being specific about the time, about how much time has happened since the class has started. And in the second one, I'm telling you, I'm being specific. I'm telling you that it started 5 minutes ago. That's why I'm using the past tense. When and what time. We also do not use the present perfect when asked questions with when or what time. For example, when did you move to this city? What time did you finish work last night? When did they meet? I'm sorry. Okay. With these examples, when I ask when or when I ask what time, I want a specific answer. So I cannot use the present perfect with this type of questions because the present perfect doesn't use a specific times, date, or actions. Otherwise, we can use the how long with the present perfect. We use the present perfect to describe things that continue now. If they are finished, use the past. For example, we've been married for 6 years. We're married now. Instead, for example, with the past tense, I can say we were married for 6 years. That action finished. With the present perfect, if I say we've been married for 6 years, it means that that action is still not happening, but it still has effect. Another two comparisons. It's been raining for 6 hours. What does it mean? That it's still raining. Here I'm using the present perfect continuous. Remember that the difference between the present perfect and present perfect continuous is that the present perfect still has effect in the present because it is an action that happened and can continue, but it doesn't mean that I'm doing it right now. But the present perfect continuous is telling me that the action is continuing and it started in the past. So what is the difference then if I said it has been raining for 6 hours than if I say it rained for 6 hours last night? Here the action is finished. Here the action is happening. Next example. How long have you been working at the restaurant? You're working there now. It means that you are going to talk about the time you started working there, but you are still working there. That's why you are using the present perfect continuous. How long did you work at a restaurant? This is finished. This person doesn't work there anymore. Now, let's keep comparing present perfect and past tense. Jill and Tom have left. What does this mean? That they are not here now. Jim and Tom left an hour ago. I'm here. I'm not telling you when. I'm not being specific. I'm just telling you that they're not here. In here, I'm being specific about the time they live. Okay, her computer has broken. It is not working now. Her computer broke yesterday. I'm being specific about the time that it didn't work. Have you ever been to Japan in your life? If I want to know that if you have traveled, I'm going to use this question. Have you ever been to Japan? Have you ever been to Mexico City, etc.? Did you go to Japan last year? These are being very specific because probably I knew about this information and I just want to confirm. My bus hasn't come yet until now, but I'm still waiting for it. My bus didn't come in the morning. I had to take a taxi. In the second one, it means that it didn't arrive. Next one, he has been here since 8 o'clock. It means that that person is still there. He arrived at 8 o'clock. It means that the person already arrived. Next one, we have had our house for 2 years. It means that we have it now, and we had it for the first time 2 years ago. We had our house for 2 years. It means that we don't have it no more. Look at the differences between the present perfect or present perfect continuous. No, it's just present perfect and the past tense. Do you understand the differences between these two different tenses? Is it clear, this topic? Yes? Okay. If you have a question, feel free to ask. Don't worry. Because I've shared the document with you, so we are going to practice. It is the 11-3 present perfect number 3. Are you here?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, in the first part it says, choose between the present perfect or past form of the verb to complete each sentence. So here you have two options. You have simple past or present perfect continuous. Well, three options: present perfect continuous, or present perfect, or simple past. So what are you going to see? You have to identify the time or the context of the question or the sentence, and then, okay, say it fits present perfect because it says that the action, I'm not being specific about the time. If you're being specific, then you need the simple past. If it is an action that is still happening right now, then you're gonna use the present perfect continuous. For example, the first one, eat for a few days last week. So last week is very specific, and you're saying that that action finished. So that's why you're going to use simple past. It rained for a week, for a few days, sorry. It rained for a few days last week. Letter A, it says anywhere on vacation this year. Okay, this year, very specific. So what are you going to use? Have you been or did you go?
Did you go?
Did you go? Very good. Next one says, Julie for a long time. Maybe we should wake her up. For a long time. Look at the context of the sentence. Maybe we should wake her up. What do you think? Julie has been sleeping. Very good. It means that she is still sleeping. That's why we are using the present perfect continuous. Okay, guys, so please work with this part of the exercise. Remember, it's just choosing one of the options given and look at the context of the sentence to decide, and then we are going to share and check your answers, okay? Let me know when you finish.
I finished.
Guillermo, did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, let's go and check your answers. Letter C, Messi, and then it says the best player in soccer for many years. Guillermo, what is the answer for this one? Messi, the best player in soccer for many years.
Where was?
Was.
No?
What? Messi, is he retired?
No.
So,
It has been.
has been. In this case, it's very important to, well, if you don't know who Messi is, you can like check. It's good. I mean, if you don't know about him, it's good if you said was, because we don't actually, you probably didn't know if he was still a play, if he was a player, right? But in this case, Messi is still a player, so that's why it is has been, because it started in the past, but continues in the present, right? Okay, letter D, Alondra, it says, I think I'm going to fail the test. I
didn't study.
didn't study, very good. Letter E, Guillermo,
I can't find my keys. I guess I have lost them.
I have lost them. Very good. Letter F, Alondra, it says, the traffic light is green. It a second ago.
It changed a second ago.
It changed a second ago, very good. Guillermo, this year,
Had been sick.
have been sick. I've been sick many times, very good. Alondra, letter H, it says, Chris is living with Jim these days. How long together, do you know?
How long have they been living together?
Have them been living together, very good. Letter I, it says, I to the gym once this week. I
Only went to the gym.
only went to the gym once this week, very good. Letter J, Alondra, it says, what time have you woken up or did you wake up?
Did you wake up?
Did you wake up? Very good. Guillermo, letter K, it says, I was so busy that time to check my email before I came to work.
Haven't had. No.
I was so busy that time to check before I came to work. You're
I
saying
didn't have.
I didn't have. Why? Because you're being specific that this happened before you came to work. Okay, next, well, questions about this exercise?
No.
No questions? Okay, now it says, complete the sentences in the present perfect or past simple. So you are going to read the context of the following sentences and you're gonna decide if they are going to be in simple past or present perfect. Remember, if the action is finished, you are going to use simple past. If it is just something that is started in the past but still has effect, then it is present perfect. For example, the first one, I for only 3 hours last night. I slept for only 3 hours last night. That will be the answer for this one. Okay, letter A. Well, sorry, never mind. Go and answer, please, the exercise and let me know when you are ready with it, okay? Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, but
Yes.
you don't tell me. I was waiting
Yes.
for you to tell me. Okay, let's go to the letter A. It says, who is that guy? Guillermo, please.
Alright. Who is the guys? I haven't met him yet.
I haven't met him yet. Very good. Letter B, Alondra, please.
I think I need to start. I drove for 6 hours.
Very good. I drove. No, but look at the sentence. It says, I think I need to stop. I think I need to stop. I for 6 hours.
I have drive.
I have been driving. It means that the person started driving 6 hours ago, but continues driving. That's why he says that he thinks he needs to stop. Yes? Okay, Guillermo, letter C.
I should let you go. We talked for a long time and need to start making dinner.
I should let you go. I should let you go. We for a long time, and I need to start making dinner. He hasn't started making dinner. So I should let you go. Alondra, what do you have in this one?
Have talked.
We have talked. It could be we have been talking or we have talked for a long time. Alondra, letter D.
You have a boyfriend. I didn't know that. How long did you have a boyfriend?
How long have you had? Se me anda confundiendo. Aquí es have you had is in present perfect because this person is still in the relationship. So I want to know like for how long have existed that relationship. It could be did if the relationship was over. Si yo hubiera terminado, entonces si fuera con did. Guillermo, letter E. When this class?
When you have joined this class,
No. Andan muy confundidos, yo creo. When did you join this class? ¿Cuándo te uniste? Ya está ahí. Entonces, ¿cuándo se unió? La acción de unirse ya terminó. When did you join this class? Letter F, Alondra.
Let's change the music. We listen to this for a couple hours now.
Okay. It couldn't be in the past tense. We listen it because it says in here for a couple hours now. It means that the action is started in the past and continues in the present. So it is better to use.
We have been listening.
We have been listening. We have been listening. Letter G, it says, Guillermo, I'm really tired today.
I have gone.
Listen, I'm really tired today. I to bed pretty early, pretty late last night.
I went.
A ver, voy a hacer una pausa. I'm gonna make a pause and I'm going to explain this real quick again. Okay. So, when the action is finished, cuando la acción ya fue terminada, siempre se tienen que fijar en las palabras. You always need to be very careful with the words in the sentence, in the context. If it is something that is finished, then you are going to use past tense. If it is something that still has effect, I mean, this is still happening, then you are going to use present perfect continuous. And if you are talking about something that is starting in the past, I'm not saying that continues the action, but the action still has effect in the present, then you're going to use present perfect. Let's do this one together. It says, I need a new computer. This person is needed a computer in the present. I need a new computer. This one about 5 years ago, and now it's old and slow. This person is saying that needs a new computer in the present because the one that this person has is old, and you are talking about the time this person got the computer. So how are you going to complete this sentence then?
I got.
I got. Why? Because the action of getting the computer, it's already finished. Okay. Alondra, help me with the next one, please.
You should stop working and go home. Yo le puse, you have to be here since 7 a.m.
You have been here. You have been here since 7 a.m.
Mhm.
Guillermo, letter J.
I need to change. I wore this clothes for a long time.
For a long time. Actions like that started and continue for a long time, and don't go with the simple past. I need to change in the present because the clothes that I'm wearing.
I have been.
I have been wearing. I have been wearing. Pudiera ser aquí, I have been wearing, or I've worn these clothes for a long time. Letter K. What time, Alondra? What time, Jen? Maybe we should try again.
Did you call?
Did you call? Ok, los veo que están un poquito confundidos, sin embargo, aún nos quedan ejercicios. Entonces vamos a seguir practicando y ver si aquí podemos notar la diferencia, because it says in here, complete the sentences with the missing time words so that they have a similar same meaning. For example, in the past, I became a teacher 2 years ago. Present perfect, I have been a teacher for 2 years. Similar, and it's similar or same context, but said in different ways. Because if you look at the first example, it says in here, I became a teacher 2 years ago. It means that I started 2 years ago, right? And in the second one, I'm talking about the experience of being a teacher. I have been a teacher for 2 years. Next one, it says, I met her when I visited China. I met her when I visited China. Present perfect. I've known her. I've known her. I have known her. ¿Qué me falta aquí? Ago? No, no puse ago.
And since?
Since. Since I visited China. Ok, les voy a dejar igual. Por favor, revisen muy bien las palabras claves. If you feel that you're confused and that you need more explanation or more examples, let me know, okay, so I can help you out. But I want you to first give it a try. And when you are done, we are going to check and see what you answered, okay? It's just completing with the missing words. Let me know, please, when you are finished.
Okay. Listo, maestro.
Okay, good. Guillermo, finished?
No, I confused. I cannot complete
Okay,
this.
está bien. Vamos a ver. We're gonna see this exercise and then we're gonna practice a little more, okay? So let's go then to the letter B. Is this in past tense? Did you come to school? How long have you been at school? What do you have here, Alondra?
No sabía y le puse how long igual.
Ok, how long es como para duración y cuando hablamos de duración, ¿les prefieren que les explique esto en inglés o en español? ¿Cómo se sienten más cómodos?
En español.
Bueno,
Ok, bueno. Hablamos de duración. Cuando hablo de duración de algo, pues voy a usar how long. En este contexto, ¿no? Cuando hablo de acciones, de la duración de acciones, por ejemplo, how long have you been at school? Oh, I've been here for 3 hours. Esa sería una respuesta a esta pregunta, por ejemplo. Y si quiero preguntar en past tense, denme un minuto, por favor. Parece que me están tocando. Sorry. Entonces, cuando hablamos de duración, entonces sería con how long. Aquí en el past tense, yo no puedo hablar de duración. Para hablar de duración en el pasado, me serviría más el how much. Por ejemplo, vamos a hablar de una película. Sería, how long have you been seeing the movie? Oh, for an hour. Y si quiero preguntar cuánto duró la película, voy a preguntar how much did the movie last or something like that. Entonces, en este caso sería when. When did you come to school? Sería el equivalente de how long have you been at school? When did you come to school? Oh, in the morning or at 7 o'clock or etc. Right? Vámonos a la C. Dice aquí en pasado, it started raining an hour ago. It started raining an hour ago. Started es el verbo en el que me estoy enfocando. Empezó a llover. Estoy hablando de que empezó a llover. Aquí estoy hablando de que ha estado lloviendo. Esa sería la diferencia. So, it's been raining. ¿Qué me faltaría aquí?
For an hour.
For an hour. Ajá. Ha estado lloviendo por una hora. Aquí estoy diciendo an hour ago. Prácticamente es lo mismo, pero se debe de decir de diferente forma porque el enfoque va hacia otra cosa diferente. Aquí me estoy enfocando a la hora en cuándo empezó y aquí que tanto tiempo ha estado lloviendo. ¿Sí me explico? O sea, es lo mismo prácticamente, pero es dicho de diferente manera.
Sí.
Letter D. John arrived home at 6 p.m. Llegó a las 6. John has been home 6 p.m. Quiere decir que a las 6 p.m. él llegó, pero todavía está ahí. I'm sorry.
Salud.
Allergies, I'm sorry. Thank you. Ok, siguiente. I caught this cold on Tuesday. I've had this cold
Since today.
since. Ajá. Recuerden que las expresiones que me sirven. Sorry. Ay, lo siento, tengo mucha alergia, por eso estoy así. Ok. I've had this cold since Tuesday. Las expresiones que me sirven con el present perfect son since and for. Las que me sirven con el simple past serían las prepositions, serían, pues sí, las prepositions, para que me indiquen exactamente dónde, como at, on, etc. I started living in this country in 2010. I have been in this country since 2010. Letter G, we started doing this activity 5 minutes
Ago.
5 minutes ago. We've been doing this activity for 5 minutes. Significa exactamente lo mismo, repito, la diferencia es el enfoque y obviamente que debemos de acomodar diferentes las palabras. Letter H. I bought my ring in 2010. I have my ring
For 6 years.
for 6 years. Very good. Julia went to bed at 10 p.m. Julia has been in bed
Since 10 p.m.
since 10 p.m. Very good. When did you get your tattoo? ¿Se acuerdan de la de arriba? Que era when en una y en la otra era, we're talking about duration. How long?
It's how long?
How long?
Ahora sí va, how long? Thomas started university last year. Thomas has been in university since last year. Ok, ahora, diferencia así rapidito entre el pasado y el presente perfecto y el presente continuo. Déjenme hacer rápidamente un ejemplo, pero que sea el mismo contexto. Solo se lo voy a escribir para que no se me olvide. Ahí voy, ya casi termino. Ok, mismo contexto, pero van a notar la diferencia. It says, the first one, I watched that movie last night. ¿Qué pueden notar en esta oración? No tanto en la traducción, sino que pueden notar si yo les digo, I watched that movie last night. ¿Qué entienden? Continúa la acción que ya pasó.
Mire,
Ajá. Que eso pasó anoche, o sea, no tiene nada que ver con mi presente. Ya la vi, ya se acabó. Y si yo te digo, I have watched that movie many times, ¿qué entiendes? I have watched that movie many times.
Que la ha visto muchas veces, no,
Ajá.
no dice cuándo.
No dice cuándo, yo no estoy siendo específica de cuándo la empecé a ver, ni cuándo la vi, ni, o sea, nada más te estoy diciendo que la he visto, o sea, que yo la he visto y que tengo experiencia, que ya la vi. Pero no, repito, cuándo no es relevante. Entonces nada más es de que, oh, I've watched it many times. Y si yo digo, I have been watching that movie for 3 hours.
Que la está viendo y aún no se acaba la película.
Exactamente. Que la empecé a ver hace 3 horas y todavía sigue. Entonces, ¿cómo pueden ustedes? Ese sería como que creo que es un ejemplo claro en el que ustedes pueden notar las diferencias entre el past y el present perfect y el present perfect continuous. Entonces, muchas veces lo único que hay que fijarse es en los detalles. Vamos al ejercicio de arriba, que creo que fue el que se confundieron un poquito. Por ejemplo, vámonos a esta. Who is that guy? I haven't met him yet. El yet es mi palabra clave. Siempre va a haber palabras claves en las oraciones. El yet es algo que todavía no sucede. Entonces el yet es súper común de utilizarlo con las experiencias. En este caso yo todavía no tengo el gusto o la experiencia o lo que sea de conocerlo. Entonces por eso uso el present perfect. I haven't met him yet. Otra oración, digamos aquí, por ejemplo, también se confundieron con esta. You have a boyfriend? I didn't know that. La persona ya lo tiene. No es que ya terminó su relación. Si su relación hubiera terminado, yo sí pudiera preguntar con el did. For how long did you have your boyfriend? For how long? ¿Por cuánto tiempo? For how long did you have a boyfriend? Pero en realidad todavía lo tiene. Entonces voy a usar el present perfect. Have you had a boyfriend? Y aquí, ese también se confundieron. Let's change the music. We have been listening to this for a couple hours now. El now es mi palabra clave porque me indica que esta acción todavía se está llevando a cabo. Pero empezó pues hace mucho. Hace rato que ya han estado escuchando esa música. ¿Sí queda un poquito más claro?
Sí, me queda mejor.
sí.
Okay.
Sí.
So now let's see in practice because we still have one more exercise. here, let me see. Yeah, one more. In here it says, answer the questions about yourself and use complete sentences. Remember, you have to answer with the tense that you are being asked. For example, in here it says, how long did you sleep last night? Are you going to answer with past simple, present perfect, or present perfect continuous?
Past simple.
Past.
Past simple. Did is your keyword here. Always look for keywords. So you are going to answer in simple past. If the question is with present perfect, such as in letter B, you are going to answer with present perfect. Let me look for another one here. Letter E is in present perfect continuous. So you are going to answer with present perfect continuous. All of these questions need to be answered with information about you. So you won't have the same answers, but you will have the same structure. So please work on the answers to these questions. And when you are done, let me know so we can share and check your answers, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Listo, teacher.
Guillermo, did you finish?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so it says in here. Bueno, ahorita les comentaba que no quiero que se confundan, porque sí les hice esa observación, pero se los hice comparándolo con el de arriba. El how long también se puede usar con el pasado. Entonces, ¿de qué va a depender? Del resto del contexto. Arriba yo les hice esa comparación del how long con el when, porque teníamos que cambiar el how long por el when. Aquí verás, déjenme buscarlo. Aquí. O sea, aquí tenía el how long y el how long me habla de duración, pero aquí estaba con el have, con el present perfect y por eso les mostré esa comparación. Entonces, el how long sí se puede usar con el pasado, pero en este contexto teníamos que usar el when. Y bueno, volviendo acá. When did you sleep last? How long did you sleep last night, Guillermo?
I sleep at 11 p.m.
How long did you sleep last night? The night is over. So in the morning, you're telling me that the amount of hours you slept. So how long did you sleep last night? How many hours did you sleep?
I sleep
I slept
8 hours.
oh, I'm sorry. I slept 8 hours. Okay, very good. Good. Alondra, have you eaten today?
Yes, I have eaten.
Oh, I am so sorry. Aquí sería, yes, I have. This is a yes, no question, so it's just a yes, I have, or no, I haven't. And then if you want, you can give more info, but you will have to start another sentence. I ate tamales, or I ate pozole, or I ate whatever, because Independence Day. Okay, Guillermo, have you ever read a Harry Potter book? If yes, when did you read it?
No, no, I don't.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
I don't.
I didn't.
Have you ever read a Harry Potter book? Have you ever read a Harry Potter book?
I haven't.
I haven't. No, I haven't. I haven't read a Harry Potter book. Aquí se lo puedes hacer como que más explícita la respuesta porque tienes dos preguntas. Entonces, no, I haven't read a Harry Potter book. Okay. Alondra, what time did you wake up today?
I woke up at 9 a.m.
At 9 p.m. Okay. And letter E, Guillermo, please.
I have been sick for 5 hours.
I've been sitting for how much? How long, sorry?
5 hours.
5 hours.
Is sitting?
Ah.
Okay.
No te escuché, mande.
Is sitting.
Sitting. Sitting there, sit down, like sitting. I have been sitting for 5 hours. Alondra, when did you and your class start Unit 11?
We started 2 weeks ago.
Very good. 2 weeks ago. Excellent. Guillermo, have you seen any movies this week?
I haven't seen movies this week.
I haven't seen movies this week. Alondra, did you drink coffee yesterday?
No, I didn't drink coffee.
I didn't drink coffee. Very good. Okay, how do you feel? Better, still confused, so.
Better. I feel better.
You feel better, Guillermo, you feel so. Okay, let's
So.
keep practicing then. Have you? This lesson is intended to be used as a review of what we saw in the last activity. It says, look at the following list of activities for you, which are still happening, which happened before but are now finished, and which have never happened. Study English, go to high school, play a musical instrument, live in another country, have a boyfriend or girlfriend, smoke, go to university, play a sport regularly, be married, visit another country, have short hair, use an iPhone, drive a car, drink coffee, and live with your grandparents. Les voy a pedir, I'm going to ask you the following thing. I'm going to ask you to choose, let's say 3 activities that are still happening, 3 activities that are happened but are finished, and 3 activities that haven't happened. In this case, you are going to use present perfect continuous for this context, past tense for this context, and present perfect for this one, in the negative one, okay? For example, I'm going to give you an example for each one of them. In the ones that are still happening, I'm going to say, let me see, let me look at the list. Have your hair. Okay, I'm going to say, I have, I'm sorry. I have been teaching English. I'm going to choose another one because I don't get to focus on this one. I have been teaching English for 9 years. It means that this action is still happening, right? This is with the present perfect continuous. Now, an action that it has effect in the present, but it's not continuing the action. I have had short hair for 2 years. No, 1 year. 1 year. Now in past tense. I went to my hometown a week ago. And the negative will be, I haven't seen my best friend since September 2020, for example. Do you get to see this? ¿Sí ven las diferencias? I'm using one in present perfect continuous. It means that the action is still continuing. In this one, it's similar to the previous one, but in here it's not necessarily an action. It's just something that still has the effect. O sea, tiene el efecto todavía, pero no es que continúe la acción. I went to my hometown in the past, finished. I haven't seen. This is a negative one because this is something that I haven't done for a period of time. ¿Está claro lo que tienen que hacer? ¿Sí? ¿O no?
Sí. Vamos a hacerlo
Bueno.
para decirlo, ¿no? Okay.
Es que estas oraciones que están aquí, estos contextos están un poquito difíciles, yo creo. O sea, les pido yo que lo hagan en cuanto a ustedes mismos. Pueden usar de aquí o pueden usar de las que ustedes quieran, o sea, de su vida. Nada más que para practicar hay que hacer tres. I'm going to write the instructions in here. Write 3 actions that started in the past and continue until now. Or, yeah, and continue in the present. This is for the present perfect continuous. Then write 3 actions. But 3 actions, three sentences. I don't know why I wrote the same in the previous one. I write 3 sentences about actions that started in the past and have effect in the present. What does it mean? The action doesn't continue, but the effect does. This is for the present perfect. And write 3 actions about 3 actions, 3 sentences about actions that started in the past but finished. This is for the past tense. And write 2 sentences about actions that you haven't done yet. Present perfect negative. ¿Está claro? ¿Sí?
Sí, más las hacemos así, las escribimos, y ya para leerlas. O como.
Sí, las vamos a compartir. Entonces las pueden hacer en un cuaderno. Ajá. Para que me las compartan. ¿Ok? Thank you.
Creo que ya, teacher.
Okay, Guillermo, did you finish?
I think, yeah.
Okay, Alondra, tell us your 3 actions that start in the past and continue in the present.
I have been in university for 3 years.
That is present perfect. This is present perfect porque estás diciendo I have been in university for 3 years. O sea, si empezó en el
Sí, sí.
pasado, la acción no sigue, pero el efecto sí. ¿Así me explico? I have been in university, that is present perfect. Good. Okay. Then it means that you started with this one. Empezaste con la segunda. Okay, so continue.
I have been studying English for 3 months.
Okay, that is part of the first one. Okay.
I have been learning to cook for 2 weeks.
Good. Okay. Now tell me your sentences that started in the past but are finished.
But are finished.
Uh-huh.
I cut my hair 2 weeks ago.
Very good. Okay.
I bought a bag yesterday. And I danced last week.
Very good. And what about the things that you haven't done yet?
I haven't been to USA since 2019.
Thank you. Okay. Guillermo, what about you? Tell me 3 things that is already in the past but continue in the present. The action continues.
I have been studying English for 6 months ago.
Okay.
I have been working since 2040.
Okay. 14.
14.
Uh-huh. What
I
else?
have been watching the series since last week.
Okay. For a week.
For a week, yes.
Okay. And what about the actions that started in the past but still have effect? It doesn't mean that they don't continue, but the effect does.
The present
What?
perfect?
Present perfect. Uh-huh.
No. I have had my video game for 3 years.
Okay.
I have had my bicycle for 3 months.
Okay.
I have had my work for 7 years.
Okay. What about the actions that started in the past but are finished?
I live in USA for 6 months. I finished the university since the 2014. I lost my pen yesterday.
You lost what?
My pen.
Ah, okay. And what about the actions that you haven't done yet?
I haven't had a vacation since last year.
Okay.
I haven't had a trip for 2 years.
Okay. Thank you, Guillermo. Very good. How do you feel now? Do you feel better with the topic?
So.
Les pregunto esto porque con esto damos por concluido este tema. O sea, la próxima semana ya iniciaríamos con la unidad 12 por el resto de las 2 semanas que nos quedan. Igual, si lo consideran necesario, pudiéramos hacer como otro repaso la siguiente semana, pero eso ya les preguntaría mejor la siguiente semana para ver cómo se sienten en ese momento. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Bye, teacher. See you.